Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Showtime, baby!
You call, I answer!
Round one. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Dashes forward. Player 2 was kept on their toes all round and didn't utilize their drive gauge efficiently. You may see them pay a bit more attention to that as we head into the next round. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Big opportunity coming. Rolling Soba. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. No contest so far. How's it gonna end? Burnout activates. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Crowns him for KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Versus practice. Versus special. Versus practice. Arcade practice. Versus one-on-one. Practice. Crackers. Unlock 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 game practice versus special. Unlock unlock crack versus special versus.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. They're really being worked over in the corner. Well-timed command throw there. Neither of them willing to back off here. Very solid corner switch. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Oh, talk about overextending. A little too greedy there. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 1 opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. They gotta be careful here because a full drive gauge can erase what life they have. Hit them with a stop and pop. Player 2 chases them down. Takes a trip. It's a normal hit, but they get in there. The drive impact is denied. Barely blocks the jump in. looking for a chance. They are really going at each other this round. The read meets them air to air. Target locked and scoop. Both sides getting ready. Meets the jump in with a perfect parry. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Denies the jump in attempt. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Body of iron.
Fight round. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player one needs to use the pressure. Ooh, hits him with a stop and pop. There's the soup with the lyrics. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. That back row was huge. Taking chunks out of each other here. Back to the corner. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the weekend. Time to pump out. And it is on. And whip, they're wide open. Amazing. Player one needs to take it. Gotta do better than that. That corner is starting to look scary. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Excellent block. A jump, crumble from above. Player one, nothing stops this train. Will they gamble something here on a drive move? There's a burnout. Player two can't use any drive. Are you kidding me? Player one clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. The drive impact doesn't work. Oh, got too eager. Goes for the jump in. Player two chases them down. All right, what's coming up next? Player one in that dangerous burnout state. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Knockdown. Impacts a no-go. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Player two needs to use the threat of experiencing KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Hits him with a stop and pop. Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. Target lock and scooped. Player one has a slight life lead. Our fighters got up close and personal last round and really took it to each other. Let's see if they can keep up the pressure. Jumps in. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Time to reassess the situation. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. They just made that very deep impact squat. And whiffs. They're wide open. Knockdown and big hook in there. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? All right, what's coming up next? Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Sticks the jump in. Knockdown. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. That drive impact doesn't get through. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Will we see a drive impact? Double lariat, and now player one chases them down. Knockdown and player one experience KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The super armor does its job. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? What'll happen here? Looking for a chance. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Turns the gauge and it's showtime! It's the weekend pleasure! So get up to get down! Drive impact misses! They must have a game plan here with a critical art on. Oh, what's this? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Reach out and hug it! Player 2 can't use any drive boost. Gotta play it safe. Anti-air in the clutch. Clutch nothing but air. Flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see